After I became a mom, I did not recognize myself. Not in a dramatic way, just this quiet, unsettling feeling that the woman who had all those dreams, all that drive, all that clarity about who she was and where she was going did not quite fit anymore. And I didn't know what to do with that because nobody talks about it. Everybody just talks about the joy of a new season of having a baby. And while I love my child, I felt like I lost myself. And we talk about growth and becoming, but we do not often talk about the grief of leaving behind a version of yourself that you really loved. I thought I would just be who I was and then add a baby to my life. And that is not what happened. If you have ever felt that, even just a little bit, I want you to know that that feeling is real and it is valid, and it does not mean that you are losing yourself. It means that you are in the middle of becoming someone new. There is a word for what new mothers experience. It's called matrescence. It is this developmental process of becoming a mother, and it's as significant as adolescence. Your identity literally shifts. Your brain changes, your priorities realign, and your sense of self is remade. But matrescence is just one version of this. Identity shifts happen whenever life changes significantly, whether it's a new job, a loss, a move, a health diagnosis, a relationship ending or beginning. It could even be the transition of being an empty nester. Any season that asks you to be different than who you were before. And here's what makes these transitions so disorienting. We are trying to live in a new season while still carrying the expectations of who we used to be, and we hold ourselves to a standard that belongs to a different chapter in our life. So you cannot plant a garden in December and wonder why nothing is growing. You have to know which season you are in before you can know what is possible. I think one of the most important things I can say to you today is this. It is okay to grieve the self you are leaving behind. That high capacity version of you who could work 3 projects simultaneously and entertain your friends on the weekend and never miss a beat, she was real. And she was wonderful. She also belongs in a different season, and it's okay to miss her while also making room for the woman that you are becoming and for the responsibilities of life that you are living in right now. Those two things can exist at the same time: the grief and the hope, the loss and the growth. You do not have to hurry through one to get to the other. But here is what I have also learned: staying stuck in the grief, staying loyal to that old version of yourself past the point where it continues to serve you, that's its own kind of loss because you miss the season that you are actually in. You miss being present in where you are now. You're trying to live in a season that's already behind you. So, how do you do this? How do you honor who you were while making room for who you are becoming? And it starts with one simple question: who am I in this season? Not who I was, not who will I be eventually, but who am I right now? What do I care about? What do I have capacity for? And what are my priorities in this current chapter of life? And this is the work I call seeing your season. Before you can set the right goals, before you can take the right step, you have to be honest with where you actually are. Not where you wish you were, not where you used to be, but where you are right now. And there's a gift in that. When you stop trying to be who you were and start working with who you actually are, everything gets a little bit lighter. The expectations soften and the shame loosens its grip. And you can begin taking small, honest steps towards who you are becoming. You are not losing yourself in this season. You are finding a new version of yourself, and she is worth getting to know. If any part of this resonates, I want to share something that could help. The season clarity guide was born out of this exact experience, my own identity shift, my own season of feeling that I did not fit into my old self anymore. This is a PDF workbook that starts with one important question. What season are you actually in? It walks you through naming your season honestly. Is it a survival season, rebuilding, a quiet growth, or an expansion season? And then it helps you build a simple, right sized plan from that place. Not from who you used to be, but from where you actually are and who you are right now. If you are in a season of identity shift, this guide will feel like a breath of fresh air. The link is in the description below if you want to get started. Thank you for watching this video. I know it's not always easy, and I'm proud of you for showing up for it. And my next video is all about survival seasons. Those seasons when everything feels hard and just getting through the day feels like enough. I want to talk about what grace actually looks like when your capacity is at its lowest and how to keep a thread of momentum alive even then. If that is the season you are in right now, don't miss it.